As we discussed last week, these 2 weeks, last week and this week, we have some gospel readings where Jesus has parables that all focus around using seeds or planting as a way to symbolize God's presence in the world and the presence of Christ indeed in our own hearts. And so we have some opportunities to draw from sort of nature and natural images around us in our prayers and in our music. And so in this week, we'll focus specifically on some of those ideas during communion. At the beginning of communion, the choir will sing a setting of some beautiful words by Dolores Dufner, who is a Benedictine nun and very accomplished poet and hymn writer. And it's a beautiful text, Eucharistic text. O wheat whose crushing was for bread, O bread whose breaking is for life, O life, your seeming end is seed, a seed for wheat, our bread and life. And it goes on in the second verse to talk about the fruit of the wine. And then in the third verse, O life whose crushing was for love, O love whose spending was for death. And then finishing with, O death, your mourning is our joy, full joy and birth to lasting life. So using some of these nature images and conflating them with the life of Christ and the sacrificial act that comes in the Eucharist. And this is a setting that I wrote actually for our choir, for the St. John's Choir, a few years ago, and it's based on an original tune. After that anthem, we will invite you to sing, the congregation to join us as we sing, Come with us, O blessed Jesus, with us forevermore to be. Another Eucharistic text that has a lot of imagery of the bread being first the wheat and the wine being first the fruit that now we experience as the presence of Christ. This tune, Verda Munter, which this text is paired with in the 1982 hymnal, is a little bit more familiar than we might think it to be because it is also the chorale that we have known now, the box set, and that we refer to as Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring. So in between those beautiful musical ritornellos, the chorale that's at the heart of Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring is this tune, Verda Munter. And it dances along in that very graceful manner all through that hymn. So we invite you to join us as we break bread here together at St. John's this weekend and experience the presence of Christ in our community.